Welcome to the Greenway with Mac, a channel that spotlights active transportation. And in this video, I'm showing you a short section of the San Francisco Bay Trail in the city of San Francisco. This video is starting at the Ferry building, which is one of the common entry points to the city if you are arriving by transit. Ferries from Alameda, Oakland, Sausalito, Tiburon, Larkspur, Richmond, and Vallejo all arrive right here at the Ferry building. In addition, people taking BART can exit at the Embarcadero station, which is just a couple of blocks away. Over there are the ferry terminals. The ones on the right are operated by San Francisco Bay Ferry, and the ones on the left are by Golden Gate Ferry. The ferry to Treasure Island is also off to the left. All of them are friendly to bikes, and with stunning views all around, there is just no better way to visit the city than by ferry. It should not be surprising that ferry commuters are the happiest, and the ferry post-pandemic ridership recovery has been better than any other transit system in the region. The route for this ride is due south along the water for just under 3 miles and will end at the new-ish Crane Cove Park. The trip to get there is about 15 minutes. This section of Bay Trail is really useful because it passes the home venues of the San Francisco Giants and both Golden State pro basketball teams. Along the way, I'll shout out some of the other great points of interest, all the while showing you the full route so that you can see what it would be like to ride here. San Francisco has a reputation as the home port of Eros, the Greek god of love, which inspired the bow and arrow art, called Cupid's Span. I actually didn't know this until researching this video, and it explains a lot, as I was hit by an arrow about a half mile from here. The two-way protected lanes become one-way at this intersection, so I usually enter the promenade at this point and share the space with pedestrians. The space is typically wide enough for everyone, unless there is a major event. There are painted bike lanes on the other side of the street that you can take, but you get stuck at a lot of intersections. This is Fire Station number 35, and just behind it is the newly built Fireboat Station 35. Completed in 2020, the Fireboat Station rests on a steel float, which is home to the city's 3 fireboats and rescue watercraft. While that is cool in itself, I think the coolest thing is that the sedans were parked out front, instead of big, dumb, oversized pickup trucks like you see displayed in front of just about any other fire station in the country. This is the San Francisco-Oakland Bay Bridge. For now, there are no bike lanes on this western span, but there are plans to change that in the next decade. The eastern span does have a separated multi-use path, and if you have not seen that video, here's my take about riding across it. These words confirm that it is legal for us to be riding on the promenade. The High Dive is a pretty great spot on the water, but I'm partial to the next place, Red's Java House. In 2010, I was biking with my friend Madison when he dragged me into this place because Anthony Bourdain had filmed here. And it's a good thing he did. I needed to meet my future bride, who was hanging out on the patio with friends. I can tell you firsthand that the bow and arrow has a range of at least a half mile. The huge mass of concrete adjacent to Red's is called Pier 3032. It's an amazing open space on the water, but the piers are slowly falling apart. At one point, the Golden State Warriors considered building their new arena here before settling at their current location up ahead. NIMBYs and a looming ballot measure that would have impacted the arena caused the team to buy land from Salesforce, where the arena would eventually be built. That green bike lane is no longer protected, but on the way back it can be useful. While my preference is to ride up here, if I am in a hurry, like if I'm late to catch the ferry, then I will bike in the painted bike lane rather than terrorize the people on the promenade. The local bike share is called Bay Wheels. There are over 550 stations scattered across San Francisco, San Jose, and the East Bay. There are 7,000 bikes, both electric and non, the former being quite useful for the hilly sections. Here is a station, one of about 5 that are a block away from the stadium. The cost is on the pricier side, which is my main complaint with the system. There are passes by the day, week, month, and year, which generally include unlimited 30-minute or less rides. This neighborhood is called South Beach, and it actually extends all the way back to the Ferry building. Pier 40 is a place where you can rent bikes and water sports gear like kayaks and paddleboards. It's a public dock, so people with their own gear can launch here as well. Frankie's Java House is a great location by the stadium and would be a good place to have a drink before a ball game. Between South Beach Park and the Yacht Club is a small playground for the littlest of kids. The Yacht Club looks like a cool place to hang, but I believe you need to be invited by a member, or be a member of another local club to go inside. Oracle Park, formerly called AT&T Park, and before that, Pacific Ballpark, is home to the San Francisco Giants. The trip to get here from the Ferry building is about 1.5 miles, so it's definitely walkable too. But I prefer taking the ferry from Alameda, which along with Oakland, Vallejo, Richmond, and Larkspur, all bring you right to this corner, which is called China Basin Ferry Terminal. One benefit is that I can leave my bike back on the other side of the bay. The ferry tickets almost always sell out, so you should buy them online in advance. But sometimes the BART and bike combination works best. Do I worry about my bike being stolen? Well, no, thanks to the free bike valet offered by the Giants. You'll want to double check before using this service, as the San Francisco Bicycle Coalition ran the program for years, but starting in 2025, it is run by the team, so things could change from season to season. The water here is called McCovey Cove, named for Giants legend Willie McCovey. During games, you will see people out here in boats and kayaks hoping to retrieve a ball from a splash hit. The bike valet is located here on what is called the Port Walk. If you look closely, you can see inside the stadium through a few of these openings. The big metal structure ahead is the 3rd Street Bridge, which is also called the Lefty O'Doul Bridge, who was also a baseball player. The bridge was designed by Joseph Strauss, whose name you should recognize by now. He also designed the Golden Gate Bridge, and you would know that if you watched this video about biking across it. Did you guess the Burnside Bridge? Then maybe you saw this video from Portland. Like the Burnside Bridge, the Lefty O'Doul Bridge is a bascule bridge, which you can recognize from the gigantic counterweight on its north side. The Lefty O'Doul Bridge can also be seen in the films Dirty Harry, A View to Kill, and San Andreas. This is Mission Creek Channel, and there are pathways along each side of it. Ever since I started biking in the city, I've loved finding hidden pathways like these that lead you who knows where. Sometimes it's just fun to take a trail and get lost finding out where the heck it goes. This whole area changed quite a bit in the last 15 years that I've been coming here. At one time, the area to our right was just a parking lot for the stadium. Now, China Basin Park is a fantastic open space along the water, adjacent to 2 new towers adding people and vibrancy to an area that was neglected before the ballpark was built. I love these new chairs, which invite people to hang, and on concert nights, enjoy the sounds of a free show. Across the bay in this direction are Oakland and Alameda. Both cities are doing some incredible work to improve biking, and I have several projects in the works to share. Hit subscribe so you don't miss the upcoming videos, such as Alameda's amazing Cross Alameda Trail. The white building is the global headquarters for the company Visa. The green building next to it is called Verde Apartments at Mission Rock. This building on our left is Pier 48, home to a pretty good Oktoberfest. And I believe just on the other side of it is where the ferries arrive for Chase Center events. Ferries from Alameda and Oakland serve Chase Center for major concerts and the home games of the Golden State Warriors and Valkyries. The walk from here to the arena is about a half of a mile. This stretch of the Bay Trail is not the prettiest, but we will be back in a new protected section in just a minute. I personally think this ride is good for all ages, but this truck's ability to enter the bike lane shows you that there are areas where you'll need to be extra careful with inexperienced riders. In general, if you are on the San Francisco Bay Trail, then you are on a trail that passes the 880 test, and this area is an exception. The section of Bay Trail that we are on is nearly uninterrupted all the way north up to the northern end of the Golden Gate Bridge. The Bay Trail is a plan to circle the San Francisco Bay with about 500 miles of off-street trails. Currently, and what seems like the same number for a while now, there are about 350 miles completed. Much of the low-hanging fruit has been completed, so the new sections are usually difficult to complete, expensive, or both. The neighborhood down here is called Mission Bay, and within it, this area is the Dog Patch. What used to be warehouses and beat-down streets is now a biotech hub, anchored by UCSF's Mission Bay campus. Those trees are the start of 5 blocks of fun. The first 2 are Mission Bay Park, the second 2 are Spark Social and Gardens, and the last block is a set of soccer fields. A block north of the fields is a great playground called Mission Bay Kids Park. The Chase Center is home to the Golden State Warriors and the new WNBA team, the Golden State Valkyries. The Chase Center was opened in 2019 and was privately financed by the Warriors. It took 2.5 years to be built at a cost of $1.4 billion. The arena seats 18,000 for basketball and 19,000 for concerts. In addition to the pro teams, the University of San Francisco men's and women's basketball teams sometimes play their home games here. On this side, there is a waterfront park that was included as part of the construction. On the other side of the arena is a large outdoor space with a huge screen where they show the games. There is also some public art, community gathering spaces, and a variety of restaurants that comprise an area called Thrive City. We will take a quick look at the arena before continuing to the new Crane Cove Park. If San Francisco is your home, then make sure you are a member of the San Francisco Bicycle Coalition. There are always campaigns that need your support, so subscribe to their newsletter. And if you have the means, become a monthly donor. Mission Rock Resort is a seafood restaurant with pretty good reviews, but I can't speak from experience. Normally when we go down this far, we go to the ramp, which is right around the corner, and is a great place to be outside when the weather is nice. Whether it's on a restaurant patio or at one of the new parks along the trail, there is no shortage of places to enjoy a nice day on the side of the city that gets a lot of them. We are making a left to get to the new Crane Cove Park, but the Bay Trail continues straight. The next portion of the trail is just bike lanes on Illinois Street for a few miles. There are some new parks down in India Basin and at Hunters Point that you can reach if you continue. I actually haven't been further than this in about 10 years, but I'll make a point to cover that stretch in a video soon. Crane Cove Park is 7 acres and opened in 2020 as well. The site was used for shipbuilding, and the park gets its name from the 2 cranes, named Nick and Nora, characters from 1930s and 40s Thin Man films. BART's Transbay Tunnel consists of 57 sections linked together on the bay floor, and each segment was launched from this ramp. Thanks for coming along. I will see you on the next Greenway.